Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Okay, today is Friday. As you can see, we just now making it over to the storage unit. All right. I have quite a few modifications to get through today. All right. Basically, I'm gonna be finishing up some of the drawers in the tool cart with that Husky Perma Grip mesh tool liner, just as well as I demonstrated in some other videos, and just as well as you can see to the side of the Husky magnetic cordless tool organizer. All right. Earlier this morning I did receive something, so we're going to take a little look at that. All right. I'm going to try to preserve as much battery life that I possibly can. I'm not going to be able to do a step-by-step video this time, but I'm going to try to give as much footage and detail as I possibly can. And if possible, I may technically have to split the video up into 2 videos that I will be putting out today. So, just keep an eye out for that, because I will be demonstrating and showing a lot. All right. If the information can help someone out there. All right. But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay. All right, so we ain't gonna hold you up too much more longer in the introductory. Like I said, I'm not working with a full capacity battery life today, but I do have a lot to get through. All right, so we're gonna dive right into it. So walk with me. Let's get it. Okay, now as you can see, like I stated, I had a package that was delivered earlier. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this right here that just basically came in. Gonna get my box cutters, get the item out, and we're gonna dive right in. Let's get to it. Okay, as you can see, what just basically came out that box right there. Okay, this is your M12 Milwaukee battery organizational holders that you can see here. At the prior moment, I only ordered 2 because I wanted to take a visual to get a good look at what I wanted to do with these. But I'm actually about to order 3 more because I do actually have a lot of cordless tools, and I do have a lot of batteries in the M12 line. Out of all my Milwaukee cordless, there's only possibly 3 guns that are M18 that take a different type of holster. Okay, but I am going to be doing some modifications with these, with the 3 that I want to order possibly later on today. I'm gonna give you a little demonstration of where I'm about to modify these and put these. But at the prior moment, I just ordered these 2 for, as you can see here, okay, to each side, so that basically it holds 6 different batteries, right, to that particular holster, which holds 3 guns. Okay, so that'll technically be 2 batteries for each gun. So that's just basically, to give you an example and an idea of what that is at the prior moment. Today I will be installing the hammer holders. Okay, I actually have something out of the building at the prior moment, so we're going to take a look at that real quick. I'm about to get to that modification, and like I said, I'm about to get to these drawers. All right, so let's get it. Well, it is nice outside, kind of flame broil out here. You already know, Dunkin' Donuts coffee in hand. All right, so these should be about finished and done. You already know what this is about to hit for. Okay, so now we back at it. All right, so you can basically see where this video is about to go. All right, as you can see here, these are the rubber gaskets, okay, for the hammer holders. Okay, at the prior moment, I only chose to paint 3, even though technically I have this one over here. I will paint that one at a later time. I just wanted to get a particular visual because, like I said, I'm only mounting 2 to the front at the prior moment. Okay, so the one that's initially here will be rotated to the back because I'll be doing modifications to the back of the cart, sometime soon when I receive these high performance 4 swivel casters with locking mechanisms. The 8-inch casters also have red wheels. Okay, so this cart will technically sit a little bit much more higher. Um, like I did state in the last particular video that I actually have a solution for the 36-inch breaker bars and pry bars. Okay, there's some things that I'm waiting to get my hands on so that I can do the modification so that I can give you a proper visual of that. All right, but right now I'm going to get into these modifications, get some touches in real quick. So let's get to it. Okay, as a brief reminder, as you can see, now I got the gaskets on one of them. And if you notice, I put 2 pieces of paper masking tape towards the back end because, this is a painted surface, all right? And the card is testically black. So I do this so that once it's locked in, okay, you don't have the paint on paint surface. So just hypothetically speaking, just say you would want to remove them, okay? You don't want the pressure or the tightness of this being locked down to the card, and then it transparents the paint to the black paint. So this is for what reason? You could also use like a thin piece of draw liner or something like that. Okay, real quick, just to give you a visual of how things would testically look. All right, so I'm about to finish up and get to the side over here real quick. Okay, now as you can see, got one more down, 2 to go. Okay, as you can see, I switched the ball peen hammer from the right hand side. Okay, I mean, yeah, the right hand side to the left hand side, and I put the Milton digital air chuck to the opposite side. All right, I did that for a particular reason. In some last previous videos, I did demonstrate with the ball peen hammer being to the side where the Husky magnetic cordless tool organizer is located, how the upper drawer and bottom drawer will not affect, the handle or you opening the drawers or anything like that. Just as well as when I go to mount them to the back of the cart, like I was stating, that the upper hood lid will not affect because of the clearance that the holsters actually have. Okay, so just to give you another example of that, okay, as you can see, there's clearance, there's no interference from the handle. Okay, just to give you another good idea, and this is also to show you what type of distance that you have in order to close the upper lid, so there is no interference from the upper lid. Okay, so that's basically what that's hitting for right now. I got to get to moving some things around and changing up this top. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be laying that Husky permagrip, mesh permagrip, okay, to the upper top chest, because there's some reorganization that I'm technically going to do to the top. I could hold off with this mod at the moment because the socket rails that I actually have most of the majority of the sockets on, I actually do want to switch up these rails, okay? But just as I was showing you earlier how I have the organization for the M12 batteries, okay, which you can see, I have multiple batteries for the 3/8 stubby, just as well as this, the 1/4 inch impact. Plus, as you already know, I also have, go down here, as you can see, this is the new 3/8 right angle impact, part number 25 Pt54-20, okay, with the friction ring. Okay, there's some things that I basically want to do with this bottom drawer. As you can see, the whole bottom drawer's real estate is filled with blow molded cases and original manufacturer boxes from the Milwaukee high torque that's sitting in the back, and then I have the 3/8 stubby that's here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to free up this space. I want to get these out, okay, because I do have certain particular tools that should be in this particular drawer right here. All right, so like I said, I'm still waiting to get my hands on just a couple of few other items, because there are some mods that I'm going to be technically doing. Like I said, I have a solution for the 36-inch breaker bars and pry bars and things like that, because in these 30-inch carts, okay, those pry bars and breaker bars, they don't fit in the side compartments, okay, because of the lengths. But technically, there are other solutions and alternatives. Like I have like 3 different type of solutions where that it can actually fit inside the cart. But then again, I would have to take the proper measurement. And another thing when it comes to that, in order for it to be directly in the cart, okay, you would have to use a step bit towards the bottom subframe, okay, and you would have to bore holes down there in order for everything to fit all the way down. All right, but I would have to take the measurements again from top to bottom just to get a good clear idea of that at the proper moment. I've been had that idea for quite some time, but I just never actually took the measurements of the card. I don't really get into specs and things like that. What it is, when I'm doing the work, all I just basically need is a proper visual of certain things. Okay, so I'm gonna jump back into the rest of these mods. Gonna dive right in. Let's get to it. Okay, something that before it didn't really dawn on me really to take notice to, that I was just taking a good visual at this prior moment. As you can see, I have those Milwaukee M12 organizer holders sitting at the top of the tool cart. Okay, I was just thinking about installing them right now, but now that I think about it, I'm gonna hold that thought and I'm gonna save it possibly until tomorrow, because in my visual, if you can take notice from a distance as I'm recording at the prior moment, okay, when I did this cart and the particular color red that I'm using all the way around when it comes to the trim and the red Husky Perma Grip, okay, and the paint that I use on the hood shocks and things like that is a very specific, distinctive color red. I'm technically not really sure what the color code of it is. I just been constantly using the same paint, so all the way around the cart is basically that color. But if you notice, when it comes to the Milwaukee M12 battery mounts, okay, they are of a color red, but the color is like type off. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to wait till tomorrow, because what I want to do is I want to paint these, okay, the same color as everything else. Even when it comes down to the decals that you see on the upper hood, even when you take a look at the Mako um, collapsible tray, okay, that particular red is the same color as everything else, even though the Milwaukee tools and so on and so forth. And as you can see, these are red, but in the camera view, they look type orange. Okay. Another quick thing that I want you to take notice to, if I could pull it a little close, okay, when you go to mount these right here, the screws go downwards. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a quick trick um, to being able to mount these. All right, give me a second. Okay, now if you can take notice, all right, what I did was is I took some of this masking tape, all right, and I put it to the back, all right, to get the proper measurements of the holes to the back. which makes it much more easier, technically, without you having to use a ruler, to measure out the distance of each hole, because on these, the holes have to be very precise, okay, when you are mounting these, because I believe that these are mainly more for wooded surface or sheetrock surface and things like that for certain storage units. But I will be applying this to metal, so as you know, two of them will be going to each side of the Husky magnetic cordless tool organizer, right? So just as well as you basically see the masking tape, let me show you. Okay, remember how I just showed you the masking tape, okay? So as you can see down here, but I would suggest, using a pair of scissors or something like that, because, I just ripped the tape, just to give you a good idea, all right? So that when you are mounting it, I didn't technically put the tape all evenly out. I just did it real quick, all right, because I'm actually not doing the modification at this prior moment, but when I go to do so, I will be cutting it with scissors so that everything is, firmly even. But this is just to give you an idea, all right, so that you don't have to hold the mount to the metal while trying to drill, okay? And you're basically using this tape so that the bits that you use don't walk on you and start scraping up the paint, okay, not piercing the metal, all right? This is a good way of doing things. Okay, so as you can see, I got one modification done. I'm gonna wrap up this video at this particular point right now. I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow, give you a couple of visuals while I'm finishing up some things. Like I said, when it comes to those Milwaukee M12 battery organizer holders, I want to paint those basically the same color as the cart and things like that. And I'll finish off the drawers. This video is already running into 17 minutes and some change, and the battery is basically getting low because I have to keep pausing the tablet and things like that. But I'm trying to give you as much as visual as I possibly can at the prior moment. Like I said, I'm not a professional cameraman, nor when I put out this content, I'm using professional camera equipment and things like that, or a tripod stand. I'm actually working with a tablet, so every time you see that the screen changes is because I'm pausing, then I'm pressing play and re-recording and things like that, all right? But like I always state, today is Friday, the weekend is here. Hope everybody enjoy and have a blessed and safe one as always. This is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. It's time to get to my Dunkin' Donuts coffee break. Okay? We're gonna check you later. Peace.